Greetings, family, peace, love, and positive thinking. This is Guru, and thank you for joining my channel. Today's vlog is about the Seattle Seahawks and their stance this Sunday, the season opener against the Miami Dolphins. They decided to stand and lock arms during the national anthem. This was inspired by 49er Colin Kaepernick's national anthem protest over social inequality. Wide receiver Doug Baldwin unveiled the team's plans via a video posting on his Twitter page saying the Seahawks, quote, have chosen to stand and interlock arms in unity, unquote. On Doug Baldwin Jr.'s Twitter page, he posted a quote by Martin Luther King, which reads, Martin Luther King Jr. once famously said, quote, hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that, unquote. Hashtag build a bridge. On his page, he posted a video, which I'm going to play right now. For purposes of not violating any rules here, I'm not going to play the video on this vlog here, but I'm going to play the audio so you can hear it. But when you get a chance, check out the video itself, because he posted it on his Twitter page. Here it goes.
We are a team comprised of individuals with diverse backgrounds. And as a team, we have chosen to stand and interlock arms in unity. We honor those who have fought for the freedom we cherish. And we stand to ensure the riches of freedom and the security of justice for all people. Progress can and will be made only if we stand together.
Baldwin said the idea was hatched among his teammates in the wake of San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick's decision to kneel during the anthem in the preseason as a protest of social inequality. Seahawks cornerback Jeremy Lane, while all other Seahawks and Raiders players stood for the national anthem Thursday night, Seattle cornerback Jeremy Lane opted to sit. Seattle Seahawks cornerback Jeremy Lane kneeled for the anthem during the first preseason game, calling his gesture a measure of support for Kaepernick. That sparked a debate among Seattle's players on how they would proceed. Quote, we are a team comprised of individuals with diverse backgrounds, Baldwin explained in the video. Quote, we honor those who have fought for the freedom we cherish, and we stand to ensure that the riches of freedom and the security of justice for all people. Progress can and will be made only if we stand together, unquote. Kumbaya, my love, kumbaya. No, I'm just joking. Sunday's game is the 15th anniversary of the 9/11 terror attacks. As part of the pre-game ceremonies, the Seahawks will honor all branches of the military along with local police, firefighters, and EMTs. With emotions expected to be so high, Baldwin on Friday told local media that it was absolutely amazing in how the team came to such a decision to interlock arms. Quote, it makes me want to cry, almost, just how our team has handled this and the discussions we've had and how we've come together, boo-hoo, Baldwin cried. With all due respect, and this has nothing to do with those victims who died during the terrorist attacks on 9/11. This has nothing to do with that. So family, we know when none of us are insensitive to the deaths of our fellow Americans during the tragic situation that happened on September 11th, 15 years ago. But with that said, we also understand the relevance of Doug Baldwin and his really great idea to show a sense of unity. I think that's a great idea. However, I don't think it should overshadow anything of what Colin Kaepernick has done and what it stands for and what he has put forth and what he stands for. This is a definitely a different situation. This is in honor of the 9/11 victims. This game between the Seattle Seahawks and Miami Dolphins happens to be today, Sunday, September 11th, 2016. And in honor of that, I think this gesture was a great gesture that Doug Baldwin and the Seattle Seahawks came up with. I give him credit for calling out Colin Kaepernick and giving him kudos for the idea or the concept to do this of the standing and interlocking the arms. But this has absolutely nothing to do with what Colin Kaepernick is doing and what he stands for and why his jersey is now #1 selling jersey. It's a stand, what he stands for, and I just want to remind you of what that is. Colin Kaepernick told us exactly why he was going to sit, and he's since changed that to now kneeling on one knee, and why he decided to do that. And I quote him as saying this is exactly what he said. Quote, "I am not going to stand up to show pride in a flag for a country that oppresses black people and people of color," unquote, Kaepernick told NFL media in an exclusive interview after the game. Quote, "To me, this is bigger than football, and it would be selfish on my part to look the other way. There are bodies in the street and people getting paid leave and getting away with murder," unquote. That is the reason that Colin Kaepernick took a stance. That is a reason why his jersey is selling and is sold as #1. People understand what's going on in the streets. The police have been getting away with murder because they wear a blue uniform and a badge. So with people who are say committing a crime, who should be going to jail and then seeing a judge and possibly a jury, they don't get that option being black. Instead, we're being killed in the streets. Exactly what Colin Kaepernick brought out in this quote. When he said there are bodies in the street, he is speaking of black people and people of color. And when he says, and people getting paid leave and getting away with murder, he is speaking of police with badges, in uniforms. In other words, he is speaking about police brutality across America and police misconduct. This is a discussion that white America in particular want to run away from. This is a topic that white America in particular act dumb on. They act like they don't want to see the truth, even though most of us know that they see and know the truth. It's just that they enjoy the privilege of not having it committed against them. And so they turn the other cheek, so to speak. So family, what do you think about this? Do you think this is a great thing? Of course, it's a great thing in honor of our 9/11 victims. Sure, being the 15-year anniversary. Sure, we don't want to take away from that. We don't want to be distracted by the stance that Doug Baldwin is taking with the whole kumbaya attitude, and intermixing it with social injustice when this whole discussion is clearly about police brutality. You cannot twist the narrative around. Colin Kaepernick took a stance, and his stance was to sit down during the national anthem. And people have even lost sight of that, because if black people especially, and other people of color, if you do a little research on what the national anthem was actually about, especially in regards to people of color, you would sit down too. And in that light, I'm going to leave a link to a beautiful a posting that a sister wrote, or that she posted rather, on YouTube, that will educate you on exactly what the national anthem is about. And in case if I can't leave a link, I'm gonna leave you her name. Her name is Beautiful Soul Speaks, and this is in regards to the Star Spangled Racist Banner, and she explains clearly exactly what this national anthem is about in the Star Spangled Banner. So then you too can decide whether you will stand for a principle and sit it out, or would you rather stand for a flag that represents oppression also for some of its American citizens. What do you think, family? Please like, subscribe, and share this video. Thanks for watching. This is Guru. Peace, love, and positive thinking.